So I'm doing a screen recording here from my website, which is Wrigler.org, and this EasyBase 2 is what I'm working on right now. But you don't need to remember this part because the whole thing gets dumped out into this other IPFS system. So I build things here and then I put it in this. And what I want to work on today is this solution that I call, let's see, I have all sorts of things going here. This is QRF. So, and I use a scanner. Now, the scanner is pointed at me. See, so now you can see me through the little camera, and I can even pick which camera I want, I guess. But you'll notice that there's a little box here, right? And this is designed to scan in a QR code. Now I've already scanned this one in, and you see the result at the bottom. So it's not going to scan it again. But this scanner is a simple, free application that that I put on my website, but then I also put into IPFS. So it's free. I'm hosting IPFS through a solution called Kaleido. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not called Kaleido. It's called Pinata. Pinata.io. Here, I'll show you Pinata. And see, and that's I just upload an entire directory of stuff, and that's really all this is. So this is mostly serverless, and that's really important because if it's mostly serverless, the whole thing can go to, like I say, this Pinata site now. So here's what I scanned was just one of these little QR codes. Seen it? If you noticed a second ago, this turned green to show that it had scanned. And I was using 4 of these together to create a crypto address, a crypto private key, secret identity. So you can now have an identity with just a bunch of these stickers, which means you don't have to load something on your phone. You have like a piece of paper, and you like I've been putting stuff in my book or different things, right? So have a bunch of stickers in the back of this. See, there's you can have so you can build an identity like that. But the other thing you can do is use these as a reference and as a way to connect this world to the world of paper, the world of books and stuff, and things that you write down. You can connect that world to the digital world, and this is an example of that. Now, if you'll notice something, I'm actually, this might be surprising, but I'm actually somewhat overweight. Okay, and I don't want to be overweight anymore. I want to lose that weight and be more healthy. Now, so I looked around at what I could do with one important thing to think about, and that is that most people are lying to you. Most people are trying to sell you something because they don't have a vested interest in your true well-being. That is part of the world we live in. And more than anything, it's part of the digital world. It's part of the reality of the what I call Web 2 or World 2, right? So I'm interested in Web 3 and World 3. And in that world, the computer stuff is reduced way down and can be trusted. And it's all very strange and confusing at first. And that's what I'm here to show you, how to do it. And I'm not trying to sell you something. Now you might not believe me, but it's true. So anyway, so in the course of uh, trying to lose weight, I learned about um, you know something that seems obvious is that you don't really need to eat 3 meals a day. The National Health Organization says, I'm supposed to consume 2,500 calories a day. Well, yesterday I consumed 310 at noon or 1. So since then I haven't eaten anything. And I've been doing this for a while, a couple of days now, off and on, just different things. So, uh, I'm fasting, right? And if my stomach is hungry, it goes away after a little while. It makes me sort of upset that I wasn't taught any of this before. But if you think about, cave people, they didn't eat 3 meals a day, and they were okay. Their bodies were designed for that, right? So my body is storing extra energy. But if I consume 2,500 calories a day, no matter how much I run around in circles, it's not going to help. So the people that want to sell you a gym membership, the people that want to sell you a bicycle, people that want to sell you something are just selling you stuff, right? And if you have your little special shake that you drink in the morning instead of breakfast, then that keeps you from fasting. And the longer you fast, the more benefits to a certain degree. So 72 hours, apparently, your body starts eating muscle. And, I don't have lots of muscle, so we don't want that to happen. But, so I'll probably do a 48-hour fast this time. At any rate, I watched a YouTube video on this, and I think that gets right here. Let's see. Yeah, see, there's the video, right? And now I want to record that into my book, right? So how do I do that? Because I want to be able to liberate myself from the digital world. Because again, the biggest, baddest people that are trying to take everything from you are frickin' Google or whoever. Okay? So how do you liberate yourself from this? Well, you revise, things that worked in the past. You go back to things and so that's one of the things is to move from the digital world and you're more private, right? Ironically, yes, I am posting this into, I guess it's YouTube, and I'll stick this on YouTube. But I am very much about the next thing, right? I'm the next world. I don't do all the stuff I'm supposed to make the YouTube algorithm happy, okay? So I just don't. So I'm going to take this sticker now, right? And this sticker says this number. It's just this number. And that's a random number. And that's one of the things I do is I generate, hundreds of these little stickers and pass them out to people in little bags and stuff to try to bring them on board in this experiment with me, right? So this sticker, instead of it being an identity, I'm going to stick it in my book, and I just make these myself right here, right? So now in the book, see, I can hold the book up, and when it turned green, it read it in. Now it doesn't read the same number more than once. It doesn't record the same number more than once. So then sort of the next piece then is to type something that, to come here and copy that link through this special website that I use for all sorts of stuff, which is, I know it's strange, isn't it? That's life. Life is strange. Use this special website and to make the rest of the connection. All right? I hope that made some sense. probably didn't make lots of sense. That's okay. You know, I just make these videos, and um, you know, and it's probably too long too, right? It's supposed to be short, because you know why? Because you should have a short attention span, but you can have a longer attention span if you are not under stress. Okay, and again, I think that this fasting is something, and I would argue that one of the reasons why there's a couple reasons why you maybe don't hear more about this, why it's not common knowledge. I mean, why doesn't the government suggest this, right? Why doesn't the health, organization, why don't they just say, just do this? Well, the reason again is that there's two reasons. First of all, if um, people say that doing this gives your body a break and a chance to kind of clear itself, and people don't want that. They want you stupid, right? They want you triggered by Donald Trump or whoever, and they want you to consume, right? If you're triggered, that makes you the best consumer. And so um, they don't want you to they don't want you to be thinking reasonably. And then also, again, it gives them a chance for them to sell you something that you don't need. I mean, it's incredible. You know, there's people in the world that are starving, yet in the United States where I live, people have more. People are dying from food. I mean, I'm somewhat in danger of dying from too much food. I don't want that. And so that's it. That's all I'm gonna say this time. I'm just gonna upload this to YouTube, do all those social medias, and then call it a day. All right. As we say in Texas, have a blessed day. That's what we say here, because we love sweet Jesus.